Shoboy in the morning, beautiful Nina, and of course, the greatest Ed Sheeran in the building. What up, Ed?
What up?
Woo-hoo. Welcome, bro.
Hello.
We're super stoked, man. Album Divide. You can already pre-order it as of now.
Yeah, as of now, there's 12 on the standard, 16 on the deluxe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, congratulations.
I'm singing in Spanish on one of the deluxe songs as well.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Can you give us a little something on that?
Las Ramblas, I'll meet you, we'll dance around La Sagrada Familia, drinking sangria, mi niña, te amo Macarena. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, do you speak Spanish at all?
No, I love Barcelona. I love it. So I wrote a song to a love song for Barcelona, and then yeah, I mean it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's basically just like the Spanish words I know put together. But I thought I'd get
You're basically with a girl drinking sangria.
yeah.
And then you throw out familia.
Mi niña te amo Macarena.
Mi niña te amo. I love you,
Yeah.
my girl.
Yeah, my girl.
And then la Macarena. Macarena. Ow.
It's Macarena, which
Ah,
I
okay,
think
cool.
is like little baby.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think
I think
love
that's
you, my
proper
I think
Spanish
it
from
is.
Spain. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Who
Yeah.
helped you with the translation?
For events, the guy that's on my label, we wrote the song together.
Oh, cool.
That's good. Good thing you use like Google Translate, because then that
Yeah.
messes stuff
Well,
up.
no, well, there's one line where I say Siempre vive la Barcelona, which is actually Latin, I think, but it just sounded cool.
It does.
That is what, Live Long Barcelona or something like that?
Yeah.
long
Siempre
live,
vive.
long live Barcelona.
There we
Nice,
go.
Nina. I love it.
I understand a little
Speaking
bit.
of different things with your music, right before we kicked off the interview, I was telling you how Shape of You, I love it because you're a huge hip hop head. And so I almost hear that, and the way it flows, if you just take like the actual writing of the song, the lyrics, you could totally make it into like a hip hop record or get a rapper on it. And you said there's maybe something going on with Shape of You, potentially a huge rapper getting on that.
Well, I've sent out some emails, and I don't know. I'm not going to say anything because like sometimes this doesn't come to fruition. But yeah, hopefully someone replies to one of the emails.
Can we mention one of them?
Well, I know Diplo's doing a remix of it. Diplo's doing a Major Lazer remix, so that's one thing I can mention. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, congrats on that, bro. We do want to celebrate. We have a gift for you for
Hey.
hitting #1 on digital platforms like iTunes already,
Hey.
bro. So we got this basket. Ed Sheeran's opening it up right now.
Picnic
And please describe what it is.
It's cats and pizza.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And
It's a cup with cats on it and a T-shirt.
Because we know Ed loves cats.
Oh, mate, that actually looks like my cat. That actually looks like that's the way my cat looks at me.
Your shirt says, dude, you're freaking, dude,
You're freaking me out.
you're freaking me out. Because we know you're a huge cat lover, Ed.
I'm gonna take this home. My cat actually does look like that.
You have to. It's for you to take home.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Nah, you're welcome, bro. We appreciate you give us
Cats and
music.
pizza is the two things I couldn't live without. Cats and pizza.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, and I have to ask you this because we were talking about this on the air about guys that love cats, and the whole theory is that men that love cats are more selfish and are a little bit more difficult to date. Do you find that your cat has ever gotten away for you?
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think men that love cats are a bit more soft, I guess, a bit more sensitive.
Okay.
Because you like a nice cuddly cat. And you'll sit with the cat, and like my cats aren't that selfish. My cats are like proper, like they sleep on my chest and my thighs to keep warm, and they really love me and they follow me about the house. Like
You
they're
taught
not-
them right. Love daddy.
Yeah, no, because I got them from really, really young. So they basically think that you're their mother because they smell you and then they come and be comfort. So like my cats aren't the usual selfish cats.
No, I love that. I date cat guys all the time, but that was a theory.
But are the cat guys you date always a bit selfish?
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
You know, they're like the other cats that just come over to you when they're hungry, they want to eat, and then they leave and forget
Yeah,
about
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's what goes down. So we're cleaning her dating roster. Nina's dating roster is 2017.
No more Netflix and chill.
Not with
Not
cat
with-
dudes.
not with those guys.
She's gonna try out dog dudes this time.
Dog dudes.
See if it makes a difference.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just think it's the type of guy though, isn't it? Because a guy could have cats and dogs and still be an ass.
There you go.
That's true.
Absolutely. Thank you for
Birds,
clearing that up.
whatever.
I like how Ed Sheeran was like mad representing and defending cat dudes. That was dope right there, right? It's like
Well,
you should be a gang.
Most of the cat dudes I know date dudes. So like I don't know. I get if you date a dude, you're selfish. Do you both get selfish?
Maybe.
Interesting.
I bet you. I'm assuming there are times. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to write a song about that.
I'd say your arguments wouldn't last that long though.
That's true,
No
the
one would hold a
argument.
grudge because you could actually have a fight as well, couldn't you?
And you move on.
Yeah.
Right? You were away. I'm glad we
got
got
into
that
that.
deep into
Really
cat
got into
stuff,
it.
man. You were away for about a year, man. And that's awesome because I think most celebrities, when they're peaking the way you have been peaking your career, they're like, no, don't take a break. Go harder. Take advantage of this wave. You're on top. You know, get all the juice out of it, if you will. Why did you decide to go otherwise and say, you know what? No, I actually want to take a break.
Well, because I want a 30-year career, not a 5-year career. I don't want to do it all up. You know, we could have done stadiums a lot early on. We could have done arenas a lot earlier on. We could have released 5 albums in 5 years. But it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I remember being around a lot of my contemporaries that were doing so much better than me, and my manager being like, just slow down, just slow down, just slow down. And now I'm still here 6 years on, and they're not. And I think you like the whole music industry, you just need to just pace yourself. Just take time to make great albums. You don't have to stick out music all the time to stay relevant. You'll stay relevant by making great records, and to make great records, you have to spend a lot of time to do them.
And while you were gone and all the experiences that you had, I mean, do you feel like this time you have more to say? You know, like when you're gone and you come back, there's just so much you're excited to share.
Actually, do you know what's exciting for me, actually, is interviews. There's so much to talk about that it doesn't get monotonous. Like the first album, it was literally like the same 3 questions over and over again. Second album was like 5 questions over and over again. But there's so much that's happened that every interview I do is not mundane. No one's repeating questions, basically.
That's good. Speaking about that year that you took off, earlier we were talking about the fact that you just ordered some steak and eggs with like extra ketchup because you love ketchup. You even have a ketchup tattoo.
Woof.
Right? And producer Kristen, she doesn't like ketchup too much, but she was like, oh, but I love it, Sheeran, anyway. Tell me about this. This year you had off. Yeah. What new tattoos did you get? Because you know you got some.
I actually got a tattoo of the Sagrada Familia, the big cathedral in Barcelona. I got a tattoo of that. What else? I got a tattoo of Blinky the three-eyed fish from The Simpsons.
Oh, that's epic.
Also Ducky from Land Before Time. Do you remember Land Before Time? You're the one that goes, yep, yep, yep.
That movie made me cry so hard. What are you doing with these tattoos? That's amazing.
Why not? They make me happy.
I love it.
Everyone keeps saying to me, oh, but what about when you were an old man? Like, does your grandfather take his shirt off all the time? Who's going to see my tattoos other than me? And I like them.
Mine did, but, you know.
I don't know about you, Ed Sheeran, but yeah, when I'm at home, I like to just chill in like my boxers.
Yeah, so do I. But when I'm like an old man, I'm not gonna be like subjecting it on my grandkids, being like.
You're not gonna be in Madrid or Barcelona chilling with your shirt off, partying.
No, I probably will be. But I'll try and stay in some sort of shape.
But
I really want a dad bod when I'm older, though. You know, like a proper beer dad bod.
You have to enjoy it, and then you have great stories, and then maybe they'll take new shapes, right?
I reckon so. Yeah, I reckon. So. But women, I find women actually like chunkier men. Women don't really like skinny dudes.
Well, we don't want to feel like we're going to break you.
No.
That's what it is.
So a dad bod is actually, guys out there, we don't need to go to the gym.
Absolutely.
Not that I do.
Don't work out and get a cat. Advice from Ed Sheeran.
Get the beer, get the dad bod.
Drink beer, yeah.
Ed Sheeran approved right there, baby. You need, I think on your next record, or you need to drop a single titled Dad Bod.
Dad bod, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dad bod.
That would be so epic.
And I had an idea for a music video this time, because you know all like there's a lot of misogyny in music videos, and it's all women in underwear.
Yes.
What if it was like, this was my idea for the video, men, but not attractive men, just dad bod men in their underwear with a woman in a suit. And
Hell yeah.
She's the one rapping to the camera, and we're just there jiggling in the
I
background.
love it.
I think it'd be great.
Love it.
Oh my
I
gosh.
wanted to do that on this album, but I didn't have the balls for it.
Oh
Literally.
my gosh, you should.
Let us know, bro. I'm definitely there for the casting.
no,
I have
just-
an awesome dad
But
bod.
just like not perfect looking dudes at all, just kind of like
Real
Right
men,
here, bro.
like real life.
yeah, but like girls in suits just bossing it, and just men kind of like
I'm about that life.
chugging.
Boss.
That's what I'm talking. Dad bods.
Instead of pouring champagne on you, you're pouring beer, and you're like, yeah.
Give me meat.
And just like picking out on like some hot wings and whatnot, right?
That's what should be happening.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What would you say over this year that you were hanging out and writing your music and being inspired so far? What was the most extreme thing you got to do? And then what was like the most embarrassing thing that went down in this past year?
Most embarrassing thing is I put my foot in a boiling geyser. You know.
Please explain that.
Yeah,
you know,
what?
Volcanoes have like molten.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was I think it was like 160 degrees water. It was really, really hot. And I was walking up a mountain, and they said, don't tread there. And I said, why? And my foot went in, and it melted the whole of the top of the skin off the top of my foot.
Are you serious?
Had to have like a skin graft on it, and
Oh
I
my-
couldn't walk for a while. So that was quite embarrassing, because it was on my birthday as well. So I was like helicoptered off a mountain on my birthday, and I had to have like skin put on my foot. But Timberlands saved my foot.
There you go.
Because it
legit.
went, the water went in the top of it, so I only melted off the top. But had it been like these shoes, for instance, my foot would be
Gone.
gone.
So Timberland endorsement right there. Timberland, where you at? Pay Ed some money right there.
Yeah. Pay me.
Can in the dad bod video, can we all be wearing Timberlands?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What, just like in our boxes in
just
Timberlands?
boxes in Timberlands.
In
Actually,
Timberlands.
that's kind of hot.
I know, but that's
though.
like one step away from wearing like a like hard hat and being like
yeah, YMCA.
yeah, the YMCA. That could work.
There you go, bro. We'll just be doing M's for McDonald's.
No, that's
We've got
no.
dad
Do
bod.
you know who Mo Farah is? The runner, because that's him. That's him now.
Is that what he does?
It's called the Mobot. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
He's like our Usain Bolt, except he's long distance.
Long distance stuff.
Yeah.
So he's super fast. Where's he from? What country?
England. You must know Mo. You guys just care about America, don't you?
No,
over here?
I don't.
When the Olympics is on, it's just like there's Michael Phelps and no one else. That's it.
Those are
Where's
the-
Michael Phelps playing? Oh no, he's already been. I won't watch it.
There's a little bit of truth to that, but
Yeah. I remember doing that in Australia. I was in Australia for the Olympics, and there were these huge billboards being like Australia Olympics, and that was the only thing they showed on TV. And then they started losing everything, and suddenly it just went all off TV.
Oh,
You
yeah, I'm
couldn't
sure.
find it anywhere.
It just wasn't
Yeah.
Phelps. It was Lucky too. Okay.
Yeah.
oh yeah, well he got a lot of attention this time.
How come?
Remember he got arrested? He faked this whole situation.
He got mad drunk with his homies, and then he said that they got robbed and jacked
Oh, that's right. That's what it was.
at a gas station. But in reality, they went and vandalized the gas station. But then they told a different story, and then everyone's like, "Oh, poor guys, you guys got robbed," but it wasn't true.
He made it up.
Damn.
And then he got caught, busted. Yeah, it was tough,
Always
bro.
tell the truth, ladies and gentlemen.
Right?
That's the way forward.
He wanted to swim away for life right there, bro.
Damn. So did he get like medals stripped off him or anything?
No.
No, but they put him on Dancing with the Stars so he could try to redeem himself.
So everybody feels good for him because he was wearing tights.
Is that probation here? Like, if you've done bad things, they put you on Dancing with the Stars.
Absolutely. That's rehab. That's rehab, bro. Rehab, you go on Dancing with the Stars.
There it
That's when you
is.
know. I love the fact that Ed, when you write your music, bro, it tells a story. It's unique. And even we're looking at the titles of your albums, right? There's like some math going on. You kicked off with plus, then multiply, then divide. And you even went with orange, green, blue.
Yeah.
Like, we were talking
Well,
about...
I wanted to go with white for this one, so it would make a Irish flag, but it didn't. I preferred blue.
That's what we want to know. Is there
Yeah.
reasoning behind all of this?
Not really. It's just you can see it on if you walk into Walmart or Target or any other record store. It's just that you see it. It's like it's not like a black like cover
Right.
that's a bit sort of like gloomy and mysterious. It's just like bright blue right there. That's my album.
But was there any reasoning behind all of the math for all of your albums
Yeah.
thus far? Like, were you super into math growing up? Or
No,
you
I
just
mean
thought-
there's like a detailed reason, which is like a long detailed reason about why they're called that. But like honestly, it was just because no one else was calling their albums plus multiply and divide.
That's dope. So is subtraction
simple.
next? Subtraction, maybe?
There's a few that could be next.
Yeah?
There's a few. Yeah, I
sign.
haven't quite decided. I need to see what sort of songs I'm writing.
That's dope.
Because subtract is a very like. That's where it goes into an acoustic record, and I don't know if I'm ready to do like a full acoustic record yet.
You also put out a list of your track list for your album, which was dropping March 3rd. But you can pre-order now and you get a Spanish record in there. I love it.
Well, I speak Spanish on it. It's not a Spanish record.
Okay, it's a little Spanglish, a
So
little bilingual action.
Stick Daddy Yankee on it.
That's next, right?
Yeah, no, I'd love to.
J
Yeah.
That'd be
Balvin?
amazing.
That'd be
Super
great.
dope, right?
Be great.
Where
Maybe
did-
I'll get a Latin Grammy one day. Maybe.
I think you will.
Never know.
That would be incredible.
That'd be fun.
J Balvin, Daddy Yankee, you guys are listening. Nicky Jam,
Put me on.
let's do it. I want to ask you this, bro. Where were you when you wrote Supermarket Flowers?
That was just the day my gran passed away. So I was at my home, my treehouse studio, and the news came through, and yeah, it's just a knee-jerk reaction. Instead of like, you can be really upset and dwell on something, or you can put all the good memories in one song. I just wanted to make a sort of a tribute to my gran.
Aw.
And since we haven't been previewed to that record, what do you say about your grandpa that passed away? And we're sorry to hear that.
That's all right. It's just it's all the kind of mundane things that you do when someone passes away and you're cleaning out. So the first line is, I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. It's like the kind of cheap flowers you get from a corner store and people bring around. So it's very much the whole song is about those tiny little moments where you're taking flowers off a windowsill, you're pouring tea down the drain, you're fluffing up the bed and remaking it. Like all those small things when someone passes away that you find yourself doing to take your mind off it. Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you think your grandpa left
It's
in
my
you?
grandmother. Sorry.
Oh, grandma.
Sorry,
What do you think your grandma left in you, bro, that you will take on and pass it on forever?
Well, she was
Even-
the musical one in my family. So me and my brother have both got our music from her. So hopefully I'll pass that on to my kids.
That's beautiful, man. I think you're definitely doing her proud, man.
Yeah.
And living on
Hope
her
so.
legacy. Speaking about grandparents and parents, so on and so forth, super successful, independent man right here. But like, there's still got to be something that your parents still reprimand you about. Like, you still get in trouble. You'll get texts, you'll get calls like,
Yeah.
Ed.
What was the last thing I got? I always get emails from my dad telling me off about things. I sometimes have to reprimand them though, because they're like sometimes like we'll go out to like industry. Like we were at the English equivalent of the Grammys at the Warner after party, and my dad just lit up a cigarette in like we're here and it's illegal to smoke inside, right? He like lights up a cigarette and someone's like, "Sir, you can't smoke in here," and he turned around and said, "I am Mr. Warner," and then just carried on. And
Warner Records.
yeah, and everyone just left him. They were like, "Oh yeah, no, he's Mr. Warner. We'll leave him." Yeah. So I had to like speak to him. I was like, "Dad, you can't like because he's used to like backstage at gigs we can like
Do whatever you
smoke
want.
it or like you know in my house or whatever." But this was like a really posh venue, and yeah.
I love that. So basically, take the name of whatever venue you're at, whoever's throwing the event.
Yeah, no, but he's almost 60, so you have to look. You have to be authoritative, you know.
Okay.
Like
Right.
if I start smoking in here and said like, "Yeah, I own the building," they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Well, no, you don't."
You're like, I'm Mr. Amp.
yeah, I'm Mr. Well, is there a Mr. Amp?
Sure.
Well,
Yeah.
you could be Mr. Amp. We don't have one yet.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll be Mr. Amp.
Ed is Mr. Amp. That's funny as hell. I love your dad because
Yeah,
he's
no.
also like, he gets into all kinds of places some way, right?
Yeah,
like,
he's
super.
He's an older version of me, left to our own devices. Yeah.
Where else what have you learned from? Like, where would have been some cool spots that you've snuck into in the past?
That I've snuck into? Yeah. I went to an Oscars party at Madonna's manager's house by saying I was Calvin Harris because it was at a time where Calvin Harris no one knew what he looked like. He was just a DJ name, and I was with my cousin Rita Ora and Rita Ora's, and Rita was with Calvin at this point, and she said Calvin's on the list, but I know he's not coming, so you just say you're him. So I walked up to the door and I was like, "Hi, I'm Calvin Harris," and they were like, "In you go, sir." And I went. It was an amazing party. Like Prince was there actually. The first person I saw when I walked in was Prince, and I was Calvin Harris for the day. Bit shorter, bit less Scottish, bit less abs as well. Hi guys.
Well, what did the person with the
Greatest
list? What did they say? They're just like,
Well, no, because he at the time
Yeah.
he wasn't Calvin. He wasn't like
big
face everywhere. His name was just massive. So
Got it.
So the guy on the list would just thought that
Didn't know any
Yeah, it was like
different.
you know how sometimes you just hear DJ names, but you
Right.
can't put a face to a name. But since now he's been Armani and billboards and stuff, and people know. But yeah, that was quite a funny thing.
Yeah. Now, what was he? He did like an underwear.
It was Armani.
Armani,
It
yeah.
was the Armani.
So now people they're
I'm
like,
doing the
"Let me see,
next
show
one.
me your underwear.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing the next one.
You're doing the next
Yeah.
one.
Can't
The
wait.
dad bod version.
Yeah, it's like you know how they have plus size models. It's like the men version of that.
You are not even plus size. Relax.
I was last year though. I was like 210, 220 pounds last year.
During the
What?
break.
Yeah, I was fat.
Well, that's
Hell yeah.
enjoying
Really
your
fat.
life.
I couldn't fit in. I got home and my jeans I couldn't get them past my thighs, and I was like, someone shrunk these. So I bought some sweatpants.
I
And
say it
just
all the
wore-
time.
I wore sweatpants, the same sweatpants for about 2 months.
So you refused to buy new jeans that actually fit
Yeah,
you.
and then I just slimmed down and got some new jeans.
I'm
No,
the
because
same
if you
way.
buy new jeans that fit you, that's you for good.
That means you gave up.
Yeah.
It's a
You're
trap.
just like, this is
Yeah,
what
you're
it
in.
is.
You're in,
Can't
and
do
then
it.
you're just everyone's chunky mate.
Everybody's chunky mate. That needs to be like an Instagram handle, chunky mate.
Chunky mates.
Right?
If you have a chunky mate, hashtag them.
Hell yeah.
sad.
Only
Hashtag
men
chunky.
though. Don't let's not put any women
And then
on blast.
potentially we can put you in the dad bod video.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good video. And men,
gotta do it,
men
bro.
need that as well because
Hell yeah.
men look at other men. Like all these six packs on a beach, kind of looking like, and that's not fun. Have you tried getting a six pack? It's so.
I didn't even try,
horrible.
bro. I'm good with the
You
keg.
you can eat like that much a day. Just drink water. You can't drink alcohol, and it turns you mental. We should all be encouraged to just be a bit chunkier.
I like this movement you're starting, bro.
Yeah.
Hello?
Because everybody's
Hashtag
making-
chunky. It's the new Bruno Mars single, isn't it? Chunky.
Yeah, he does have a song with Chunky.
Chunky.
There it is.
For them girls with a big old hoops.
Oh,
Chunky.
hey.
Chunky
Got
mate. Hashtag that.
Drop
Let's
it
go.
down in Daisy Dukes.
Ed Sheeran, speaking about that
Theme song.
year where this last year that you blew up physically, as you were telling us, He's like, I blew up musically the year before that. I blew up physically last year, 2016.
It looked like someone pulled the ripcord and it just went.
What are you gonna miss the most now that you're back 100% into work? You got some crazy schedule going on. What are you gonna miss the most of that year that you had
My
quote unquote off?
lovely lady and my cats, because that's my favourite thing to do. Just sit down, all three of us, my 2 daughters and my girl, and we're watching a film, and our cats are just there, and and having like takeaway every night because I'm so bad at cooking. Well, I guess I am gonna have takeaway every night now, aren't I? Because I'm on
You
the
have
road.
to.
Yeah, I'm on the road, and I'm gonna get chunky.
Hell yeah.
Looking for them girls with a big old hoops.
Just go ahead, blast the theme song. Live your life.
Yeah.
Valentine's just around the corner. Are you big into Valentine's? Like, do you guys celebrate that big
No,
time in
because
the UK?
my birthday's so close to it. So I usually like, and her birthday's quite close to it as well. So we just, I don't know. It just seems like it's a Hallmark holiday. It was made up by Hallmark. It's not like
Yeah.
a big, and it puts so much pressure on people to like do something on Valentine's Day. But I'm gonna do something for my birthday, and then we're doing something for hers as well.
So that's perfect. And it's going to be your 1-year anniversary from almost burning your foot off.
It will be, yeah,
Right?
it will be. But I think I'm gonna go and do something extreme again. I think I'm gonna go skiing, which I'm not very good at.
Well, that's the
Oh,
opposite of
that's
fire.
awesome.
So that's
yeah.
good.
Yeah, hopefully. But then if I break my leg, it's not.
Don't put that out, bro.
I was
Take it back.
25
You're gonna
years old. I
own
broke
it.
my leg. Yeah.
He's gonna do it again.
Ed, thank you
No,
so
no,
much
no.
Thanks
for
for having
hanging
me.
out with us, man. It's always a blast with you. I say this over and over again. You've got to be one of the greatest storytellers
Truth.
to ever come through the studio, bro. And we love you for that, man. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
always being so honest, so open, not only just in your music, but as a human being. And we appreciate you for that. We wish you all the best. Make sure you guys pick up Divide March 3rd and pre-order because you get deluxe
You get a
records.
lot of songs. Some that
Yeah.
have Spanish on it.
Hey, así
There
es.
it is.
Ed Sheeran en español. Eduardo Sheeran.
Gracias.
I love it.